Are you in the market for a rehab power chair with a 400-pound weight capacity? Well, stay tuned to this video review. Hey, I'm Alex from Marcs Mobility. In this video, we're going to go over a 4Front 2 HD. This is a 400-pound weight capacity chair simply because it does have a 10-inch seat lift on this unit. If you have a 4Front and you don't have the seat lift, it is 450-pound weight capacity, but due to the seat lift, this does have a 400-pound weight capacity. It is going to be a really good chair for somebody that does want to get out and about, that is going to drive in different types of terrains. This is a front wheel driven configuration, which works better outside and to climb over small objects with your 14-inch solid drive tire in the front, and you have these really nice caster wheels in the back. They do have some stabilization sensors as well that make these units very nice. You can see the gold shocks right here that Quantum actually designed with motocross specifically to help with some of the vibration in the chairs. Now this unit does take 75 amp recessed post gel batteries. There is really only one type of battery that does fit in there. So if you are looking for batteries for this chair or for most all other chairs on the market, give us a call. We do sell batteries and we can ship those right to your home. Now, it's a little bit more about this unit as well. Is on the base down here as well, you are going to have 4 tie down points. So you are going to actually have, well, they actually have a couple extra. There is tie down points back here, but this looks like it was custom made with even some tie down points over here on the side rails. And then you're also going to have tie down points in the front. So whether you're using public transportation or you have a lift inside your vehicle, this is a mobility van, and the reason why I say that is because this chair does weigh 463 pounds. There's a sticker in the back. That's going to be too heavy for any of the Harmar lifts that go on the back. Currently, they don't make one for a front wheel driven configuration. So this chair is 463 pounds currently set up as it is. You are going to have 2 motors. These are these really strong 4-pole motors, so it's a really strong motor design on this unit, and I can tell you it's a very powerful, very good chair for somebody that lives an active lifestyle. Now this unit does have 2 miles of total drive distance on this unit, so for most people that are going to drive a couple miles a day, this chair was hardly ever used, if it ever was used, by the original owner. Your headrest back here is fully adjustable. You do have on this a really nice wide headrest with different pivot points right here to really fit the end user's comfort. And once again, it is going to have the seat lift, electric tilt, electric recline, and electric legs. So they have kind of over here what they call an eye access box, which you might hear ICS on Permobil. They're all basically the same thing, where you're able to do different functions through these buttons right here on the back of the chair. So if I was to hold that button down, you can do everything through the joystick, but it is easier to do right here with these buttons behind the joystick. So right now I'm beginning to elevate the seat up to 10 inches. It does reduce the speed from about 5 miles an hour down to about 2.7, somewhere in that range when the seat is all the way elevated, but you're still able to drive the chair. And you will notice on the top left hand of the screen, when you are elevated, it will go to a yellow circle instead of a green circle. That just means you're at an elevated position, so you are going to be driving at a reduced speed. If you begin to bring that back down, you'll see that go back to a green circle. That means you're going to have your full speed. If that becomes a red X on the screen, that means you're not in a safe driving position and that you need to get more to an upright seating position to be able to drive the chair. Pretty common, we get calls from rehab facilities with patients in the chair. It's a red X, they can't drive it. That's typically what it is. Just get it back up to an upright seated position and then the chair will drive. Next thing I'm going to show you is going to be the electric tilt on the unit. And while this unit is tilting back, I'm also going to show you a little something about over here. You do have a swing away joystick as well, so you are able to swing the joystick either inside or outside of the arm so that you can pull up a little bit closer to a table. See, right now I have a red X on the screen, so I would not be able to drive the chair in this position. But this is kind of what you look like here if you were to have in the tilted position. What that does is takes the pressure off the lower half of your body. It increases the blood circulation throughout the lower half, so that would help with people that struggle from some type of pressure source. Now, while you're in this position as well, if I hold that button down, you also can elevate the legs. So you then are able to get your legs above your heart as well, which is also going to be some medically necessary things for certain individuals with certain diagnoses. But I'm going to get these legs all the way up to kind of give you a visual of what they look like. I also want to mention too, when we sell these chairs, we send a measuring chart out So it doesn't really matter your size. I'm going to give you the size of this unit, but once again, foot plate length is adjustable, width and depth of the seat is adjustable, joystick from the right to the left is adjustable. So all the things are adjustable to customize this chair to fit directly your needs. So now I'm going to bring the tilt back down, and then I will show you the last function on that is going to be the electric recline. They also did put extra supports here because it is an HD chair, so these bars, you can take these off, but what that does is that allows you to fully push on the arm. So I could apply all my weight to the arm on this chair, and then it's not going to flex. So for heavier set individuals, that's a really nice bracket to have, which is going to make the arms very stable if you do, like most people, push off the armrest to get in and out of the unit. So this is what you're going to look like here. It's not a complete lay flat because of the HD style, but this is what you're going to look like if you're reclined back with your feet in the elevated position. Just want to kind of give you a visual of what that would look like. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring the legs back down, and then I'm going to go over and bring the back up. Now, once again, it is a front wheel driven unit. They do make similar chairs that are going to be just like their Quantum HD. That's going to be a mid-wheel drive. Mid-wheel has a little bit better turning radius than a front-wheel driven unit, but this, once again, is going to be somebody that wants to be inside but also lives a relatively active lifestyle and does want to get out and about and might be stuck on a mid-wheel drive driving through certain terrains. This is definitely going to have more power to be able to help you navigate a lot of different scenarios more than what you would on a mid-wheel drive chair. So now I turn this around from the front. I'm going to go ahead and give you the overall measurement of the seat. It is currently set up at 24 inches wide by 21 inches in depth. That makes the overall width of the unit about 28 inches from outside of joystick to the outside of the other arm. So I mentioned that because most standard door frames are a 36-inch opening. With the door on a hinge, you have about 31 inches of usable space. So at the current setup size, 28 inches, we'll say 28 and a half just to be safe. That was still clear, but just notate if you do have smaller door frames in your house, obviously that could change, you know, being able to navigate in certain areas if you don't have the clearance. Foot plates do flip up. There is also a couple different spacings here. You can bring these foot plates all the way together, or you can even bump them out a little bit wider if you want the foot plates to be a little bit wider. You got your calf supports right here. Cushions are removable, so you are able to put any cushion underneath there that you want. But the 4Front 2 HD is a fantastic driving chair. And if you would, go ahead and follow me outside. We're going to do a little driving demonstration on this unit here. What we have here is the 4Front 2 HD. I'm actually going to get about a little bit more recline of a position than this to get a little more comfortable. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, 220 pounds. This chair is built like a tank. Once again, it does have that 10-inch seat elevation on it, which does reduce the speed from 5 miles an hour down to about 3.7 miles an hour. But you can just see the type of suspension on the unit, the wheel drive configuration. It is a heck of a unit. I'm going to go over here in the grass right now just to kind of show you what I mean is, because this can be used for inside, but also people that live a little bit more active of a lifestyle. It's no problem going through grass like this. I mean, I don't want to say no problem in the sense of like, don't go take it to the beach and expect it to be a beach chair. But if you're somebody that lives, like I said, an active lifestyle and might want to get across their yard, go on some types of trails, still needs the rehab functions, and you're up to close to 400 pounds. This does have that seat lift, tilt, recline, and electric legs. So can be used inside. Just remember it's about 28 inches in overall width. Decent turning radius, not as good as a mid-wheel drive, but once again, this does perform a lot better outside than a mid-wheel drive. So if you're looking for a chair like this, give us a call. We'd love to speak to you.
Hi, I'm Marc.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marcs Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.